Is Hamnet an adaptation of Hamlet? Short answer, no. So then, what even is Hamnet? Hamnet is basically the story that inspired Shakespeare's Hamlet. Not the play itself, but the heartbreak behind it. Released in 2025, Hamnet has been blowing up all over social media recently. Directed by Chloé Zhao, the film follows a historical fiction version of Shakespeare's family life and how one tragedy may have shaped the most famous play ever written. The movie begins with the love story between Agnes and William Shakespeare. Soon, they build a family. Susanna is born in 1583, then the twins Hamnet and Judith in 1585. But while Shakespeare is chasing plays and success in London, something darker starts creeping into their world. A deadly plague spreads. And that's where Hamnet ends and Hamlet begins. Even if this movie had no dialogue and no story, I'd still watch it to the end, just for the cinematography. Chloé Zhao and cinematographer Chloé Zhao create pure visual poetry. Misty woods, natural light, soft shadows. Everything feels like you're watching 1590s England through a dream. Early on, the forests feel lush and alive, showing Agnes's wild intuition and connection to nature. But when the plague starts coming in, the same forests turn darker, heavier, almost haunted. And the long takes make everything feel intimate, like you're standing in the room with them, breathing the same air. Jessie Buckley absolutely steals the film as Agnes. She's fierce one moment, mystical the next, and when grief hits, it hits you too. You don't just watch her pain, you feel it. Paul Mescal plays Shakespeare in a way I really didn't expect, not as a legend, but as a normal father torn between family and ambition. And honestly, that made him way more relatable. And the kids? They feel terrifyingly real, especially the actor playing Hamnet. That performance is easily one of the most mature child performances I've ever seen. It doesn't feel like a child acting. It feels like a real kid living through something unbearable. The film mixes two timelines, blending real history with fictional emotion. You get the warmth of family life, and then slowly you feel the tragedy approaching. And what I loved is how the movie doesn't force it. It builds it quietly. Little details like plague beads, whispers in the village, the tension in the air. It's like the movie is warning you without screaming. And thematically, this film hits hard. It's about love, grief, sacrifice, and how art can come from pain. It's basically saying, sometimes the greatest stories are born from the deepest loss. Yes, it starts slow, but the payoff is worth it. Max Richter's score is perfect. Sad strings build slowly, and when it hits like a wave. It's emotional without being loud or cheesy, and the sound design is even better. Simple sounds, leaves crunching, children breathing, distant birds, make everything feel real. And when the plague comes closer, the forest starts sounding almost creepy, like nature itself knows something bad is coming. Overall, Hamnet is a deeply emotional, beautifully shot film that feels like a poem about grief. It's slow, yes, but it's the kind of slow that sinks into you. 8 out of 10. Highly recommended, especially if you love cinema that feels real.